police on you.
Because this is gonna go viral.
We could resolve this.
This is gonna go viral. You're not being peaceful.
Oh boy, here we go again. Another mask policy being enforced, a customer not wanting to wear it, and an employee getting in that customer's face.
It's not even serious. This is private property, and you're being asked to leave.
You're refusing service to me because I have a medical problem.
No, because you didn't indicate.
I don't have to tell you that I have a medical problem. No, I don't. No. That violates HIPAA. That violates.
Hey, dude, leave alone, man.
Let us know. Call the police on me. Call the police on me. Call the police on me. You're not going to arrest me.
Hey, man. Hey.
Call the police on me.
6 feet distancing, you don't gotta wear a mask,
Yeah,
man.
6 feet distancing, right?
Alright, so as far as what we know, before this whole confrontation became a little more testy, this employee went up to the customer and he asked him if he had a medical condition, because that's one of the exceptions that you have for not wearing a face mask at this particular store. And basically the customer said, I don't need to tell you if I had a medical condition, but I'm exempt from wearing masks. But the employee insists that the customer tell him he has a medical condition. He doesn't ask for specifics or detail what the medical condition is because he's legally not allowed to do that. Nobody's allowed to ask you about your condition. But at the same time, the customer doesn't want to do that because he thinks it's already too detailed, letting him know he has a medical condition. But it's also kind of odd to think about because earlier he just said, so you're kicking me out because of my medical condition, meaning he's actually admitting to the fact that he has a medical condition. So why couldn't he just say that?
You're refusing service to me because I have a medical problem.
Now listen, I don't understand what happens in people's minds in a situation such as this, but I'm pretty sure that the customer, once that employee got in his face, got very defensive and did not want to move an inch, did not want to admit to anything or disclose anything to that employee. Maybe he just felt threatened by that employee, so he didn't want to give that employee any leeway. He didn't want to submit, I guess, I'm using air quotes here, want to submit to this employee and into his demands, which his demands was just asking if he had a medical condition or not, right? But let's be honest, if anyone came at you in your face like that, you would get defensive as well, and you wouldn't like that. So I think the approach of the employee here is what was the cause of this confrontation getting out of hand and, you know, the back and forth between the customer and the employee. I think that is exactly what's going on over here.
Yeah.
6 feet distancing.
Get out of my store.
6 feet distancing,
Get out of
please.
my store.
Get out of the store.
Get out of my store.
Call the police on me.
Get out of my store.
Call the police
Get out
on
of
me.
my store.
This is gonna be.
Hey, listen. All you had to say was, I have a medical exemption. And
I don't have to tell you about my
Yes,
medical
you do.
stuff. No, I don't.
Yes, you
it's
do.
against HIPAA. It's
It is-
against Title 40. I don't have to tell you anything about my stuff medically.
You don't have to tell me any specifics about your medical history.
But if I tell
At
you that I have
Yokes.
a medical problem, that's
At
telling you
Yokes,
something
the
specific.
dude.
Again, like I said before, this guy makes the point, the customer that is, makes the point that telling the employee that he has a medical condition is specific, which again, I would disagree with because it's not anything specific and the employee says that you don't have to tell me anything specific. So again, this whole confrontation could have been avoided if he just told him he has a medical condition. He would have gone on with his shopping and with his day.
Just telling dude to get out of there and went to show him stuff in his
Call the
face.
police on me.
Why do we need to call the police on you?
Because this is gonna go viral.
We could resolve this.
This is gonna go viral. You're not being peaceful.
You're not being peaceful.
Oh, I'm being very peaceful. I'm being very peaceful.
the one
right
who
now.
escalated. You're a wonderful man.
No, you're escalating.
I'm not escalating.
You're a
You're
sweetheart.
looking in the eye.
I'm looking you in the eye.
No, you're not. You've been looking all over the place, other than in my eye. I want to have a conversation with you.
I want you to get 6 feet away from me.
So I believe after that confrontation, the customer proceeded to go shopping and he was apparently there to buy some energy drinks. This was the result of what happened after.
It got even more heated when the customer's phone got knocked out of his hand.
He ran that into me. Get out of the phone. Here's your phone. Let's go.
Now look, here is where the employee made a big mistake by putting hands on and shoving the customer, attempting to get him out of the store or encouraging him to get out of the store. You never put hands on anybody if you don't want any assault charges against you. So that was a big no-no for the employee to do.
I got your back, bro. Come on, you go outside. Ain't nobody touching you, bro. Let's go.
He continued recording and followed the confrontation outside the store.
Good. Don't come back.
Today we talked to Luna, who recorded this video, and the customer who was confronted. He asked we only use his first name, Scott.
Why didn't you wear a mask, if you don't mind me asking?
I had a stroke when I was 34 years old, and I'm 42 now, and the stroke was caused by a blood condition, and if I don't get enough oxygen or keep myself hydrated well enough, I could have another stroke.
Spokane Regional Health District spokesperson Kelly Hawkins confirms businesses can ask if a customer has a medical condition exempting them from wearing a mask, but customers do not have to disclose anything else. In the video, we could hear the employee asking this, even explaining to Scott he did not need to know what the specific medical condition is. But we do not hear Scott answer this question directly in the video.
I told him I was exempt,
Okay.
but he kept wanting to know, do you have a medical condition? Do you have a medical condition? I said, I'm exempt. I don't need to tell you if I have a medical condition.
And you see, that right there is what I don't understand. Why not just tell that employee, no matter how boneheaded that employee was, that you have a medical condition, and he would have probably left you alone. But the drama had to continue, right?
So you did at some point, maybe we didn't hear in the video, that you said, yes, I do have a medical exemption, and left it at that?
Like, nobody's perfect, but what he did was wrong, you know?
If you were able to talk to that manager, what would you say?
But I forgive him. I mean, I'm a forgiving person. I hope God forgives him too.
Over the weekend, Yokes posted a statement on Facebook. It is investigating the incident.
So what we could basically conclude from this whole ordeal is the fact that both the employee and the customer did things wrong. Number one, the customer could have just easily disclosed to that employee that yes, he had a medical condition, and that employee probably would have left him alone, and he could have gone on with his shopping. The employee, however, could have approached the customer in a more friendly and approachable manner and not get into the man's face, and also avoid putting hands on if that customer continues to not obey whatever the policy is or not even comply with the question that he's being asked. Of course, he could have just called the authorities and had them deal with it instead of trying to take things into his own hands. To tell you the truth, I think both people here were idiots. I mean, both of them were idiots. You can't say one was right over the other because both of them made mistakes. Both of them did things that they could have improved on, and that's just my take on it. If you guys have a different opinion, leave that down below in the comment section. If you guys enjoy the video, make sure you guys hit that like button. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified whenever I upload. And with that being said, this is GCP signing off.
Artillery targeting detected. Artillery inbound. Enemy spy plane.
No way with that trap, man.
Nice.
Let the coward
Thank God, that was so
The day
annoying.
is ours.
Woo!
Jeez.
48 bomb.
48 and 7?
Almost a big
Enemy
bomb.
sniper rushing.
Need 2 more kills.
What the hell, GC? No way he entered 5 for that. Oh,
I know. That's too much.
oh my God.
Excellent work, DJ.